Hi everyone, my name is Patrick Bianconi and I'm one of the creators of this website. So if you allow me, in the next few minutes I'll introduce myself and I'll guide you through our project, explaining how we came up with this research and what motivated us through its completion. Alright, let's talk about the research. So my research partner Steven and I created two systematic reviews over the course of 10 months when together we reviewed more than 20 articles investigating the limitation that children with cerebral palsy have in proprioception through their development, as well as treatments that might improve these limits. So now we're creating this website to share our findings. So the main goals of this research was, first of all, the clinical purpose, as this website is to serve as a reference manual for physiotherapists and clinicians treating children with cerebral palsy. In addition, the site is for educational purpose to serve as an informative tool for future generation of students. And finally, in the growth of becoming competent physical therapists, the last goal of this research was to contribute to the field of physical therapy through knowledge sharing. That's a lot of information, right? Well, let me break it down for you, our most important clinical finding. Alright, so first of all, what is cerebral palsy? Cerebral palsy is a term for a heterogeneous group of genetic chronic motor disorders that permanently affect movement and posture with a lifelong activities impairment. Furthermore, while CP has been largely investigated in the last years, the exact causes are not clear. Proprioception, on the other hand, is an umbrella term that encompasses one's sense of joint position, movement, postural stability, gross motor function, and force exertion, and has a pivotal role in the motor function of the human bodies and activities of daily life. It consists of the both conscious and subconscious awareness of the spatial and mechanical aspects of the human body's musculoskeletal framework. It can be considered in relation to the two major components, the sense of limb movement and the static limb position. Alright, now that we define cerebral palsy and proprioception, let's take a look at the difference in what proprioception development between children with cerebral palsy and typical developing children have. So these differences can be explained by looking at four different functional tasks. The first functional task that we look into is arm reaching and raising. The outcome measure is postural control, and the results of the research that we investigated shows that cerebral palsy group showed a significant increase in postural sway, indicating a lack of postural control during both sitting and standing. Therefore, for this functional test, recommended interventions are to be found in targeted training, reactive balance training, hippotherapy, and sensory stimulation training. The second functional test we analyze is sit to stand, using as an outcome measure postural sway. And the results of the research show that cerebral palsy group showed a significant increase and a faster postural sway, especially during the preparation phase of the movement. And no age-related improvements occur in the cerebral palsy group. The recommended intervention for these functional tasks are trunk-targeted training, reactive balance training, and hippotherapy. The third functional task is instead standing, using postural stability as an outcome measure, and the research showed that cerebral palsy groups had irregular and greater sway. However, this was mitigated with the addition of secondary focus tasks. The recommended intervention for these functional tasks are trunk-targeted training, reactive balance training, whole body vibration therapy, and gross motor task training. The fourth and last functional task that we examine in our research is gait. Was measured by using dynamic stability and gait characteristic as an outcome measure. And according to results of our research, the cerebral palsy group displayed a significant difference in external rotation of the affected side. Moreover, they also had a modified spatiotemporal parameters bilaterally. According to the research, we examined the recommended intervention to improve proprioception development in this functional task are trunk-targeted training, reactive balance training, treadmill training, robotic-assisted training, and gross motor task training. Finally, this last slide, we present an overview table with, again, all the differences in proprioception development between cerebral palsy children and typically developing children. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to take the quiz down below to test your knowledge and see if you got a good grasp on this content. Thank you very much.